you know how this goes, dude. Like it's the TV trains a lot of these people that people are being trained by this stuff, dude. So when interactions are not fucking proper, it's just like it's fucking dumb. I mean, if we're gonna speak on a topic, like, there's no point for me to fucking have to talk about it more than once. Okay, this is how real people fucking. This is how real people, if. It's nauseating. Dude, can you imagine these things popping up in your fucking. I'm not talking about people like getting people to fucking be better and fucking getting people to fucking like move toward wealth. And I'm talking about these fucking people that talk about these fucking same political type of world fucking, these fucking clickbaity topic things. It's the same topic this week and then that next week and then this week and then that week, and they're just fucking doing these complaints about how like the other side doesn't get it and like all these things. No, dude. If we're fucking talking about something, we're talking about it one time, it's fixed, it's done right then and there. So we can move on. But you're wanting to stay in this fucking clickbaity YouTube topic thing of these fucking dumb things, and we gotta have debaters go to the fucking college campuses and fucking debate the fucking college students about these dumbass fucking things, dude. No, dude. I mean, I think he was getting towards good points. He was getting towards, speaking to the people and having clear pointed views that can probably help other, at least guys, at least. I think usually guys can talk to guys and girls can talk to, women can talk to women usually. Sometimes the women have to listen to men though, because they're seeing the sense. There's a lot of sense there, and some men have the ability to fucking. They might be able to give advice there also, but now if you're gonna speak on a topic like any of those things, it should have been fixed. It should have been fucking fixed, dude. You gotta move the ball down the field. That's the purpose of it, dude. If I'm playing football, obviously, what do I have? 1st and 10, dude. We all start off 1st and 10. I have to get 10 yards. You have 3 downs, at least, right? You have definitely 3 downs to get 10 yards. 3 downs to fucking get 10 yards. So you got a good running game. And you got a good quarterback. And you got a good receiver threat. Okay. That's all you need. And then from there, you just gotta fucking go for it. Yeah, you gotta have a good running back, and you gotta have a good quarterback. You gotta have good receiver threat, and then fill in the gaps, and then just play. And then you gotta just fucking play. You gotta just fucking play. The tight end seems to work pretty well. I don't know where the strategy is in that, but Definitely got to win your fucking one-on-one matchups. That's just fucking juking and fucking. You know, one of the best images of sport of recent times has been like the original like UFC. It wasn't built out at that time. It wasn't fully developed at that time yet. Okay, but it was basically what that's not where now it's all advanced. Everyone has all the skills. Everyone has all the abilities. Okay, but in the beginnings, and there were no weight classes in the beginning, so you had the guy who was skinny, who just fucking unassuming, and he's just rolling up all fucking like skinny and fucking like, and he's just like, you know, just showing up in his gi, and he's just like, we make a movie on that. That'd be a good movie, actually. Okay. Talking about the movie world. Okay. We make a good movie on that. Like UFC 1 and 2. Other guy. The Gracie dude. He just rolls up in his fucking gi. Like he's all unassuming and fucking just blank face. Just fucking just, you know, skinny. He's going up against these fucking guys that look all mean and intimidating. You would think if this were a bar fight or if this were a street fight, you'd be like, oh my God, that guy's got no fucking shot. You know, that over here, this guy looks all fucking mean and tough and big and all these things and aggressive and aggro or whatever. And then, no, it's just the guy just fucking here, just all fucking, like he's, well, here, I mean, I know he's relaxed. I definitely know he's relaxed. Being able to be relaxed is a great fucking tool for you, provided you have the strength in there. If you have the strength in there, it's not always shown. And so he was able to win these things by having techniques where the other side did not know these fucking techniques. He had techniques the other side did not fucking know. Obviously, they all fucking know those techniques now. They all know everything. I mean, same as all the sports. They all, you know, the quarterback today is better than the quarterback of 1950. You know, the point guard today is better than the point guard of 1950. Same as fucking anything. However, what's better in fucking 1950 than today? Art, music, movies, acting, you know, social knowledge, stuff like that. Grittiness, toughness. You're getting a weird picture of the world that everything's just like this entertainment world, and like, I mean, it's not really like what America was built on. I mean, money's great, but you gotta know how to use it. You gotta know how to spend it for sure. You gotta know how to get enjoyment out of your life. It's not really enjoyable for most people to not like do things that are fun or exciting, or, I mean, like you gotta fucking do things with like skill and ability. That's fun. There's no money value associated with that, although there likely probably is. Yeah, if you have good like bodily strength, then it gives you such an edge, such an advantage to be like pretty good at things. Oops. I know. Stop, dude. This is what they talk about, dude. It's like um, people when they're becoming good at things. I mean, yeah, you are becoming good at it because you've got these trainers, and it works out for some of them, and then not really for others because what they're not doing is just like the backyard play. It's just the fucking like. This is like we studied a lot of older athletes. If you study a lot of like the Ted Williamses, if you study a lot of the Elgin Baylors, study a lot of the Bill Russell, study a lot of the Jerry Wests, it's just like, I mean, if you're Ted Williams and you're learning baseball, dude, you're outside all day long, bro. They don't got a fucking pro trainer next to them. We don't have a fucking baseball. Okay, here's a fucking rock, dude. Got a fucking bat, dude, a real bat from fucking Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't know, dude. Someone saw off the fucking this fucking bike part, dude. The fucking middle portion of a fucking bicycle. Okay, there's your fucking baseball bat. That's what fucking people do. Those are some of the fucking things that you can invoke that like when you have that, just like we're gonna find a way to fucking do this thing and practice this fucking thing our fucking way. This is what Brazil has done. Now, when you start having these like fucking academies and things, yeah, obviously that's helpful, and that's one of the advantages of doing well. When you're having the success, now you can start building these academies, and it does make things more of a sure shot to make the good players. But then some of them get caught in that system of it, and it's like, for them, it just depends on their mind. For them, it's going to cater towards like the top 1%. It's going to cater to the ones that are taking to that training. And for some, it's just not adventurous enough. And then they kind of fall out. They kind of lose interest in it because for them, they need to work their own mind towards how to fucking do that thing. And you definitely need to fucking have the knowledge that no one is more athletic or stronger than you in the sense that it's a preventable thing of you doing the only thing you could say is the height. That is the only thing that you could fucking say is like, okay, well, I'm fucking 5'10" and they're fucking 6'4". That would be the only thing you could kind of fucking point to. But you cannot fucking say anything in regards to get stronger, get fucking, that's not always weight room. I mean, sports is about moving people, dude. It's about moving human beings. So that's kind of like your instincts. That's kind of like your fight or flight instincts and things like that. There's your wrestling, there's your kickboxing, there's your whatever. I mean, it's just more, or there's your football. How many fucking football guys are fucking good at basketball? Almost in a way where the game looked easier for them. The guys that are in the that have been in the fucking NBA that fucking had a football background. Many played basketball, and not only they were like good, but like it looked easier. It looked better. It's just less effort behind it. You need to match up a certain amount of physical activity per day, a certain amount of like. I mean, yeah, ultimately, I mean, all the sports are the same, kind of, because if you're going up against these top level athletes here, now I go over here, I'm going up against these top athletes here. Well, they're all skilled chess players and strategists, and they're very strong and they're very fast and they're very quick, and that's just what it is. And it's slightly different type of athletic builds, but it's just the top athletes here and the top athletes here. Now it's just a different ball with a different game and a different whatever. it's tough because some people, and to do the martial art thing is like, it's like you're used to being the star. Some people are better off in a team. Some people have been in a team and they need to fucking have some more time where it's like they're the star, where like the attention's on them. They kind of need that. You might have, depending on the person. Some people out there, they might have certain things that they need to kind of look at a new territory, look at a new sport to see where you can add something, you know. I mean, what do you guys want? I want to see the fucking Lakers, do well this year. Do you want to see the Bulls do well this year? Okay, so here's one of the key fucking things that I have. If you got a teammate on the ground, he falls down or whatever, you got to be the first one to fucking go and fucking put your fucking arm out and then fucking get him up. That's one of your like. That's a skill of basketball that they don't really talk about that much. But yeah, it's a team game. So when you're a good teammate, that helps you. You got a teammate that fucking hit the fucking deck. You gotta be the first one fucking there. Boom. Here you go. Back up. Same with football. Fucking teammate fucking hits the deck. You have to fucking be the first one. Here you go. I mean, you gotta be a good person, dude. I don't know how you win the sport without being a good person and continuing on that. It's a weird world because so many people are fucking setting the belief systems of people. The ones who are talking are like the ones who are getting their voices heard. A lot of people are probably worthy of being the ones who would have their voices listened to, but they're used to being like politically correct and things like that, and so one thing they've done well in the UFC is allowing people to fucking speak. You're allowing people to speak. I mean, a lot of the fans get a good kick out of that because the people are they're more freewheeling and dealing. It depends on who your sponsors are, dude. If your sponsors are fucking cigar companies and your sponsors are fucking like, if it's all wine and it just depends on who you're fucking selling to. Depends on who your sponsors are. You might have better sponsors with people that want you to fucking just say whatever you want to say. Okay, because you're smart enough, because I made sure that you guys fucking, you read this book and you watched this movie and I had you get up on a couple things here and there. So I know the fucking words that I got you all good on chess and I got you all good on, this card game and things like that where I'm like, okay, I know whatever this person's coming up with and they're saying is going to be okay. And it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be funny or something. But there's going to be a fear. I said this, dude. If the NBA, if the NBA commissioner vanished, okay, a lot of people, they're not going to say this. They don't like they would not say this. Okay, if the NBA commissioner fucking vanished in the fucking night, like a fucking James Bond flick with fucking Daniel Craig, NBA commissioner fucking vanishes in the night. Well, what are they gonna do? Is the NBA lost? Is the NBA fucking just gonna fucking crumble? No, dude, obviously fucking not. You lose the NBA commissioner and his fucking number and his number two, and his right hand man in the league office. Vanish. Is the NBA just gonna crater? Obviously not, dude. There's enough smart people around, and a lot of people are just gonna be like, I mean, we're not supposed to fucking say this, but it's like, I mean, let's see what happens when it's in our hands. Let's see what happens when these things are our decisions. Let's see what happens. It's probably going to be a better result. I mean, they're the ones that have had, Instagram accounts. You're running your own marketing of everything. When you're these people, now you have a YouTube channel, and now you've got a podcast, and now you've got obviously an IG and things like that. You're running your marketing. You're running. You're talking at the school. I mean, obviously you've been playing the sport. I mean, yeah, dude, like. That old like Cleveland Cavaliers team, it's just like, why do you have a coach? Why do you even have a coach, dude? It's not like, Michael Jordan was listening to Phil Jackson. That's a terrible situation. But brought on by. It's just the ownership. I mean, and the front office. It's like you don't even need a coach. It's like in some cases people win, and they win like despite the ones around them. Like, oh great, yeah. Won the thing, and like won like despite that person. Like, this would have been, like, we probably would have won by more without this person. And it would have been more fun. Sometimes not, but, I mean, if you have... and also, dude, if you have a physicality thing and you can just fucking, like, drive to the right and fucking, barrel through people, and fucking people bouncing off your left shoulder and your right shoulder, and you lay it in. Those are moves. Those are moves. No, I don't need to fucking spin in a 360 and, fucking, crossover, between the legs and behind the back and all these things. No, if I can just, hesitation, boom, drive fucking right, have a guy bounce off my left shoulder and my right shoulder, lay it up. Those are all moves. Did the ball go in the basket? Those are all moves. It's within your fucking self-interest to probably get stronger yourself. Those are all moves, dude. Absolutely. I built more strength than you. That's fair and square. I have built more strength than you. You can build more strength yourself if that is your choice. If you don't know how to do it, you can probably, ask your agent to have him call up a strength coach or something like that. Let me tell you. Play football in the off season. Play rugby in the off season. I don't know. You can probably find a way to get stronger yourself. Those are moves. Did the ball go in the basket? Yep, those are moves. Those are moves. why would I take more steps to the outside and the inside and things like that if I don't have to? That guy would be better if he didn't have to Euro step all the time. If you could just continue going straight and just have people bounce off you and you lay it up, you'd be a better player. Better in the sense of we have to get wins and losses. Or we have to get wins. We have to get wins. The game is about wins. No one cares how many points you score. Nobody cares how many assists. Those are just made up things. The only statistic that matters is our team score versus their team score. No one fucking cares how many fucking points someone scores or how many assists someone has. No one cares, dude. There's no trophy for that. You can make one up, I guess. You can make up a trophy for it, I guess. I got the most fucking games of 20 points, fucking 7 assists, and 4 boards. Okay. I mean, if you win, I can probably win more on. I guarantee you this. I can definitely win more games on 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists than I can win with 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. I'm taking way too much from the fucking. Like we got a fucking whole pizza pie here with 8 slices, and I just fucking took fucking five of them. And I got all my buddies here. My buddy over there just has the crust. And it's like I'm not giving enough fucking positive mental wins for the guy there, and I'm not giving enough positive mental wins for the guy there. And you know, a pass is meant to set up like a good fucking shot. It's not an assist. If you just make some fucking like vanilla pass to the fucking wing and the guy happens to shoot the ball and it goes in. I mean, if you didn't set anything up really, it's not really an assist. Like anyone could have done that. Like the coach could have probably done that. The 50-year-old coach probably could have done that. You have to get an assist means you probably like dribbled through some people, you probably fucking set this thing up and then boom, fucking bounce pass up. That is up to the coach. If I wanted to get somebody on the team and have him be a contributor on the team, and then that way this guy can fucking say, he can take this fucking token in his fucking hat that he played fucking 2 years in the NBA. And he played. That's not up to him. That's not for him to do. He's made himself good enough as a ball player to be able to put himself in a position to be able to do that. It's up for the coach to be able to fucking clear the fucking waters for this person to be able to fucking make enough of an impact to do that. That's for the coach to do. That's what you're here for. We're hiring you because you're a grandmaster. You know, but that you have to also be that with people. You're dealing with personalities also. So you have to be a strategist within the game, obviously, and stuff like that. But I wouldn't mind hiring the actors that played the fucking coaches in the movies, honestly. I think they do all right. I'd rather let's go back to that old Cleveland Cavaliers team. Who would I rather have as head coach? And this is comical to some people, but it's actually true. I'd rather hire Samuel L. Jackson from Coach Carter to fucking be the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers teams. I'd rather have Samuel L. Jackson fucking coaching the Cleveland Cavaliers. Probably get through to the players better. I can't fucking have somebody, he's a fine person, you know, but he's obviously not getting through to the fucking team. That doesn't work, dude. That does not work, dude. You cannot have. It's just the management. Nobody built a dynasty. I mean, Cleveland's tough. I mean, obviously they have a solid team now, but like generally, it's a tough city to do things like that. You don't talk about fucking proving your fucking intellectual capacity. Get the fucking Cleveland Browns to fucking. You want to go a place where the fan base would go fucking like nuts if you won. Like New York. But if they're already close enough, they can probably, you know, do that maybe. You know, they're already there. They're already close. So that's not really enough of a proof. You have to take something. You have to take like 4-12, and then boom, like in the big game or something. That's unfortunate, man. It's too bad, dude. I don't know any of the fucking teams or players. I think I've seen a couple of the faces for what, La Liga? I mean, is there a coach? I mean, do I have a Gordon Ramsay? Right? Fucking get this fucking right. Fucking fix this. Da, 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 da. Absolutely, dude. If you're that, I mean, you might have a fucking political fucking bias against me. If that's the fucking case, then like, I guess we can't work together. But yeah, if you want to fucking win your like trophy or something, of course I can help you win the trophy. That's what I do. I'm a grandmaster at chess. Why is that weird? Like, why is that like we win, we expect to fucking win, winning will occur. Yes, we are going to win. Like, but it's viewed almost as like almost as like a sin. You know, it's tough. You almost have to hide it. It's like it's hard to listen to a lot of music now because again, I gotta hear these people's like gossip. I gotta hear, you know, these people's like dating history. It's like, will you just fucking choose a person? Like, does the saga continue? I mean, it's like, Jesus, are you ever gonna fucking make a fucking man happy? Just get on with your fucking, like, you can't be fucking 16 forever, girl. Jesus Christ. But it's a career move, I guess, to go from relationship to a relationship to a relationship to a relationship, and then sing about it on the songs, dude. Beethoven doesn't need to sing about his fucking like escapades on the fucking. He's Beethoven, dude. He's a fucking maniacal genius, dude. He's fucking just a mad genius. A guy like that, dude, he's not just doing that. He's also. I guarantee you, all the people that are everyone is in and around him. He's talking to the best people in architecture. He's talking to the best people in painting. He's interacting with the best people in all the different disciplines and all the different arts and all the different ways of everything. So many people are feeding off of the energy of that person. So you got to think about what you're building. You got to think about who you're able to interact with that is going to be the ones that are building these fucking things. This is what they're known for. And you got to be a fucking go out there and no, do not be fucking afraid of anything, dude. There's always something that people fucking want, dude. If you go into fucking Mexico, dude. Yeah, they want a fucking developed nation and things like that beyond their tourist areas. Right? Beyond the tourist areas that are built out, like Cabo and Cancun. Is it all built out? Some of it is. But a lot of it needs work. A lot of it needs fucking help. You can't fucking go there with a fucking missionary fucking purpose, ask for fucking nothing, just fucking do good, and then leave. And then they're like, who the fuck were those fucking people? Oh, and then we fucking came up to them and interacted with them. And they all had Google Translate out, and they were all fucking doing their best to come over to our fucking land and speak our language. All doing their best to fucking come over to our place and do their best to speak the language that we know. If I'm talking to someone and I sense that English is not very fluent for them, all right, cool. What language do you speak? Let me fucking figure it out. Let me fucking try to get something there. I can sense they're struggling with the English thing. Now, if they're pretty proficient with that, then we can just stay on that. But if I sense they're struggling with it and it's slowing down their brain too much to try to think of the words, okay, let me just go over to your fucking territory and let me just pull out Google Translate if I need to. Let me try to pick these words up over time. Not enough people do that. That's what you got to do. You gotta be a little more. Just fucking come over and learn English. I don't know how you're communicating to people. The way that people are communicating, it might not be optimal. So some people are with it, some people aren't. Some people they're adapting, they're figuring out what they need and where they have to be. The great connector is anything. Science. Okay, are there fucking scientists in Mexico? Yeah. All right, so let's go there and fucking talk to the people that are involved in the science. Okay, there are people involved in studying the stars, astronomy. Okay, let's figure out what they're talking about. Like let's watch a YouTube video in Mexico. What does that mean? Like let's experience it. Let's fucking go around people, have an actual dialogue with people that are involved in the stuff rather than watching a YouTube video and doing nothing with that information, basically. What is the point? Let me put on fucking Netflix, dude. Documentary style. Dude, for some people, that's like a fucking a job board. Okay, this thing needs help. This is a fucking open investigation. This fucking thing is a thing in progress. It's not a dead end. It's not like the end of the story. You know, Ocean Ramsey's documentary on Netflix. It's not the end of the story, dude. They're all still alive and pursuing their scientific work, their interaction with wildlife work, and will be for the next 30 to 40 years. These are ongoing things. These people may welcome you around them to help bring them closer to what they're getting toward. And you can be more of a value, more of a service in the fucking world. And the whole thing opens up when you just have this thing called fucking like, you got your place, dude. You don't have to, there's no rent or anything like that. Shit, you may even have when everything's just paid off, now you can just fucking go here and go there and be a scientist and do actual work in the world. But if all you have to fucking worry on is just paying the rent and the mortgage, paying your car note, paying the car insurance, paying the gas, I gotta buy the food. Some people don't gotta do any of that. Some people have an arrangement. They got their land, they got their property, they got their house with plenty of space and all the things that they want built on it, and all their cars and transportation's all paid off. They may even have fucking restaurants where they've got dealings where you're allowed to go there within reason, as long as you're not overusing it. Then you can go here, there, and the other place, and they're all allowing you to, it's all free meals, and you know it's all taken care of because you're helping them out in some other way. It's just, some people don't, they're not living day to day for this like paycheck. They're more so free flowing with the world, and it is easier. Now, I guess you could do yeah, I mean, what do people do? Fucking boxing, or what do you want to do? Motherfucking stand up, just what, kickboxing? Some people just do that. If you have the right person to do it, I mean, you could put on a lot of shows, dude, if you wanted to. It doesn't need to be some big fucking thing. You could put on continual fucking things. You could put on fucking... It comes down to, can you fucking sell out the fucking... It's not this thing always where I gotta climb up the ranks. I don't know that you gotta like climb up the ranks like that. It's kind of slow, and you might miss that shot. Why don't we just think about it from the beginning? I gotta fucking sell an entrance to this fucking thing. There's a stage, either in the center or at the front of the fucking thing. There's always gonna be a centerpiece. There's always gonna be, this is what people are like watching, or in... Okay, so you do you do boxing, dude. You do boxing round robin, but it's known, dude. We're not trying to knock each other out. We're trying to give each other good, clean shots and things like that. But there's an agreement amongst the people that no one's trying to get fucking hurt. Here, you got a fucking family to raise. Everybody's got a family to raise and things like that. But we're giving it a good shot. Okay. Might be an off chance that, but like for the most part, things are kept within reason. But there's entertainment to it. If there is enough entertainment to it, people do it. I mean, could you put on a show like? Could you put on a show that's 3 nights a week? If you're creative enough, you could probably come up with something that is 3 nights a week, just like the way basketball does 3 nights a week, roughly. just like hockey does, like 3 nights a week, roughly. You know, maybe boxing suffers because it's just this once in a blue moon occurrence, and you haven't found a way to fucking make it. You know, basketball's an 82 game schedule with 30 teams. Hockey's an 82 game schedule with 30 teams. Baseball's a 162 game schedule with 30 teams. Football's a 16-week schedule with 30 teams. So, well, the reason you don't like 17 is it's a prime number. So 17 is not a number you want to be on. Like 16 is a really good number because 4 times 4 is 4. Or 4 times 4 is 16. Like 16 divided by 4 is 4. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 16 is a very good number to utilize. There are a lot of divisible properties of that. 17 is a prime number. It's just an oddball number. So there's nothing divisible by it. It just throws things off. I certainly would not have done that. And you're watering it down. The more games that you're adding to the fucking thing, football is all about. It's just that same with the playoff in college football. It's like you're beginning to water it down. You're beginning to, now we got 8 teams in the fucking thing. Now it's like, what are you getting in the fucking playoff with 3 losses or something like that? And it's always this thing, dude. You got fucking 64 teams in the I'm not a play-in fucking person. It's never been like whoever makes the playoffs makes the playoffs. Okay, I know you can fucking get some excitement out of it, but nah, dude, just fucking win your games. You got 4 teams. What did we have? Fucking in baseball, you had the 3 division winners and then 1 wild card. Okay, so now you're gonna do this thing where it's a fucking playoff game entry thing. I can't even keep up with it. I mean, if I was a player, I'd just my head would be fucking spinning, dude. Okay, if we get the number 1 record, do we get a playoff spot? No, you gotta still fucking win the fucking it's like, what do you fucking gotta do? Go fucking undefeated to because you don't want to end up I don't want to have to fucking do the playoff to get into the playoff. It's a lot of stress. I mean, that's a lot to fucking. But it's always this thing. This is what the media narrative tries to do. Is like, okay, you got we're picking 2 teams for the college football championship game. And then team number 3 is like, man, it should have been us. And then it was like the argument, fucking the number 3 team should have fucking made it. But then you have not 8 teams in the playoff, right? So then the teams that are numbered 9 are like, oh my god, they should have made it. Yeah, but at that point, can we really argue that the number 9 team would have won it all? And I have fucking 16 teams, so team number 17 is we should have fucking made it. Yeah, but what is it about fucking winning it all? Can we make the argument that the fucking number 17 team's gonna win it all? Yeah, it's you got 64 teams in the NCAA tournament, so team fucking number 65 is oh, I fucking got snubbed. Yeah, I mean, is the number 65 team gonna win it all? No, you don't need to do play-ins. You don't need to do in-season tournaments. I mean, they'll I guess try these fucking. I mean, I wouldn't do them. It's definitely things you would do, but I mean, they still have these fucking slogans on the fucking side of the field of the NFL games. End racism. Okay. End racism. Okay. How do you do that? What are you talking about, dude? I mean, generally, if you play sports, dude, it's like you're gonna fucking play against anybody and everybody. So usually sports are pretty good for that. I mean, if you play sports, you're gonna play against anybody and everybody. That's how sports work. So, I should just say fucking like, play sports. Well, you can read books by a lot of different type of people. You're meant to get a benefit out of it. They're all effective, and they're all effective in their own way. And you'll probably actually benefit more a lot of times. I'm reading books by, you know, the fucking, a lot of people. They're coming at the world from a different viewpoint. Nelson Mandela. If you got a tough situation to get out of, and okay, if your mind is able to take the words in and take the fucking all you're getting is people's like sentence structure, the way that they structure a sentence or structure a thought. You can start to invoke that into your own mind. So, I mean, if you're in a tough position, I mean, Nelson Mandela probably had a tougher situation than you, and he became, king of the land, and rightfully so. And they loved him, and they've loved him and adored him for that. So it's a pretty good triumph. There's a lot of important things that got to be done. But yeah, that's why you got to study these things, because a lot of times people are telling you things and they're not even up on things necessarily that you might be up on, and vice versa. I'm not even up on things but I mean, you got to be up on something. You got to bring something. You got to bring more than most. You got to bring more than most. Obviously, if you're putting yourself, you're putting these things out there, these thoughts, these words, these philosophies. If you're bringing these thoughts and these words and these philosophies, it's because you must have a self-belief within you. That fucking goes. I'm right on most everything out there, and even when there are other big dogs that state their opinion and stuff, they respect where I'm coming from also, and I respect where they're coming from, and we all respect where each other are coming from, and we're all getting to the fucking right answer at the end of the day. Isn't that what it's all about? We're all getting to the right answer at the end of the day on anything that comes our way. Isn't the whole fucking point? yeah, I think fucking, you know, Congress and House of Representatives and stuff like that, you know, for the most part, it's a bunch of fucking idiots. I believed for a while, dude, you can take probably, I don't know what you would be missing, dude. It's just like, I don't know what you would be missing. You know, I think you could take some people maybe from the acting world are valuable. I think you could take some people from maybe the musicianship world, some people from like the painting world, definitely some people from like the geometry and math and astronomy world and stuff like that. And it's like these people that are like House of Representatives and Senate and things like that. And I'm like, I don't really know what it is that they bring to the table. Like, I don't know what you are as a person. I don't know that they're needed, for one. I mean, it just depends on your life. I could have things set up, dude, where I literally have a person, a pilot. I got a pilot, and the pilot has his own fucking plane, and I got a few buddies that fucking rotate, and we all just fucking fly on the fucking plane, various places, dude. We don't think we're fucking hot shots or anything like that. It's not we made it, and it's just like we gotta get places, we gotta see things, we gotta interact with the people that we gotta fucking interact with. A lot of times they're fucking around the world. Yeah, I mean, they're around the world, you know, but it's like you're thinking about it so dumb. You're thinking about it in a way where there are so many roadblocks that I don't even know how you would ever work it that way. I don't know how you would ever work it where I gotta pay this rent on this home and I gotta keep this job from Monday through Friday where I gotta be in office and I gotta do this and I gotta do that and I gotta fucking pick the kids up from school Monday through Friday, and then also I've gotta be the person that's fucking like you cannot, you have to come at it from a completely, no, I have this person, he's a pilot in the plane, and we're just you know, just setting around, you know, but what would they even do that for? If you want to have an impact on the country or the world, I mean, okay, if you develop other nations, that will bring profit to our nation. I don't really get a lot of profit from developing our nation. Why? Because our nation's already developed pretty much. Like, by doing good in other nations that need it the most. But in certain areas, it might be war torn, or in certain areas, it might be infested with, like, you know, disease or like deadly like mosquitoes and things like that. Okay, those are like harder things you need to get to. So you need to have some warm ups. You need to have some ones that are like, okay, we can work here. Okay, we're not gonna starting with our first land that we're going to help develop. We're not going to the one with fucking missiles flying over our head. That's not the one you start out with. Okay, we're not going to the one where like the fucking mosquito can fucking kill me. That's not the one you start out with. Okay, start with something you can fucking handle. Okay. If you bring prosperity to another land, the land that you're from is gonna benefit. Simple as that. But as I was saying, part of the way you can do that is with the arts, with entertainment, with movies, with music, with fucking teach them English. Go there and fucking, this is how you fucking speak English. This is how we think. This is how we talk. This is how we speak. You can learn this. You can learn this phrase. You can learn this a little bit better. Does no one go up to these people? I mean, if it's affecting the bottom line of your team, if you need this guy to go out there and be the athlete and he can't speak a word of English, it's nothing wrong with the person. Is there nobody that's fucking adept at just fucking getting to the person and going like, this is how, you can learn this. This is how, I mean, this will take some time, but trust me, this is actually more important for you. Trust me, dude, this is more important for you than even doing another MMA workout right now. You can kind of put that on the back burner. You kind of want to get this right now. We need to kind of focus on this a little more, actually. Because now when you have that, I mean, it's a good point. When we put a little more focus on that now, okay, now fucking go into... But I got this guy over here. I know a guy that's super marketable. He looks American. He smiles American. His facial expressions are American. His mannerisms are American. Doesn't speak a word of English. Would it help him if he could fucking speak English? Yeah. But even that, just the fact that he's got mannerisms and a smile that look American is beneficial. Gets way more opportunities than other people do. Because he's at least putting effort into that. Watch some movies. Watch some, older American movies. Like I say, like do ones that are old, not the newer ones, okay? So when you do this, you're talking about the year 2005 and prior. You have to. And then find what seems interesting to you. Okay? Because you'll get a lot more out of watching fucking Training Day with Denzel Washington than you will watching, I don't know, whatever they fucking released by fucking Keira Knightley in 2025. I don't need to watch it to know that's not gonna fucking live up to anything good. It's not necessary to fucking see it, dude. You're not talking about, the old movies were talking about like loyalty and respect and honor and code and those type of things. Coach Carter. Loyalty and honor and respect and code. Okay? In your own way, in their own way of viewing it. Okay, that's really what a movie is about. Oh, how do I come up with a fucking story to anything? I mean, I'm definitely not getting in the movie business to fucking say I'm in the movie business. Just because you can't throw money at it. You have to really be that. You have to really you gotta be in the fucking room and be like, I'm wanting it to look like this. I'm wanting it to feel like this. I need this. Who are you trying to reach? I'm trying to reach and then describe this, and you would. Okay, I'm trying to. I feel like I need to reach out to the fucking, man who's fucking this or that or fucking whatever. Well, if I get that demographic, that's a fucking domino demographic. Get that fucking demographic, then it works for the other ones too. Of course, dude. Everyone wants to fucking do that, man. If you wanted to be in the Olympics, dude, there's a lot of countries. You understand that? I mean, it's just a sport. Like, that's not a war, you know? It's just a sport. If you wanted to, like, be in the Olympics and, like, stuff like that, that's not anti your country to fucking do that. If somehow they form some way to give you, you know, some fucking visa to fucking compete for them or whatever, so you get to train for them, I get to learn their training methods, I get to, you know, help them out, I get to learn their language, they get to learn mine, and we all get better, and then win a medal, and then they can fucking keep it in their fucking, you know, in their trophy case if they want to, and it's just a sport, man. You know, that's not anything, you know, so you definitely get more into, like, what you get into more is, like, I guess the things where it's like you have the parallel feet thing, anything like that. So, like, you know, the skiing, the fucking hockey, if you could do it. You know, hockey will show you some of the hitting a bit as well. I mean, yeah, I could do. I mean, it's just they have to give you the attention for it, man. They have to give you the fucking, like, all right, let's fucking. Here's the coaching. Here's the fucking this is gonna fucking help you out. There's gonna fucking help you out, and then here, and then fucking, you know, there, and then. I mean, you gotta place some people, man, because you're starting to get to these. You have so many connections. You have so many. You gotta be able to help out people on an individual basis. Where I'm like, okay, I'm working on this person right here. Obviously, they're like, maybe they're discontent with where their life is, but I feel like we can get them to somewhere better. This is gonna work better for them. Okay, and then you place them there. Okay, giving them more job or career movement opportunities. Boom. And not even asking anything in return. And then you do the next person. Okay. I feel like we can move this person here, there, more, and make sure they're happy. And then, okay, boom, here, and then there. And then you can find people you can get, people are, oh my God. It's this chasing over rent that is harming everything. I mean, the rent is not too high. It's like the rent is, it's the fact that it is there. It's not really the way things were. Man, because you can really assess really what life is and what is needed when you can have that gone. That can be from I guess a big success or a big win. They get the fucking winnings, and the award is that. It's definitely not just handed out. If that is the case, it is not just handed out. You would have had to have done some stuff. You would have had to have done some stuff in your adult life. Okay, I don't think just fucking doing well in fucking high school sports is like enough. Like, you would have had to have done some stuff in your adult life that was good enough, and then just be like, all right, well, you know, that's what allows people to have the freedom of thought, the creativity to actually become good at stuff. And then you just check in on them and just make sure that they're still pursuing what they're supposed to be pursuing. Or maybe it's not that anymore, but it's something else and they're pursuing it. You need to have people in their brain active, fucking like, I don't even give a shit if that motherfucker wants to become a badass surfer. I don't care if he gets sponsored by any fucking thing. He's going hard at that is good for the universe. It's good for the development of people when you have that he's pursuing golf to the best of his fucking abilities, but we're making sure if I'm doing that with someone, I'm making sure that he's working hard. Like, he's not goofing off. He's not just doing it and goofing off. I'm making sure that it's all an illusion too, by the way, the influencer world and the influencer market. When you see these guys having fun as influencers in that thing, you have to understand that they're selling you a fucking vanishing lifestyle. They're selling you, they're picking certain people that they're like, okay, let's give this person money. I wouldn't say unjustly, but it's like they're kind of selling that as like, this is your road to success, and like that might not be your road to success. That might not be your road to success. That might be something where they just are selling you some bullshit that they're giving that money to him to like lure you in to fucking like chase that, when you're really supposed to be over here doing something completely different. Where like, even if you're just as good as him, even if you're a carbon copy of him in your own way, for whatever reason he'll get the money from it and you won't, even though you got drawn into like, copying that model of what they're doing. For whatever reason, like, there might only be that money is for that person, basically. Like, they already have that covered. So no, it's not that like, oh, that works, I can copy that. No. Like, that's their territory. That's, what was found for that person. You've got to make your own complete different thing. It's the only way you could do it. Because you're gonna, what does it end up being? Because if you equal that person, I guess you could try to, but what are you gonna try to like make yourself seem better than the other person? Well, if you do that, well, that guy's gonna fucking start feeling the footsteps, and then he's gonna, try to fucking throw shade your way and then knock you off your path. So that doesn't work. You have to be on a different type of angle completely. I mean, it shows you could be up on the platform, but it's got to be done as you in a way that is unique to the marketplace. I'm not really into these fucking influencers and stuff like that. I don't even fucking follow the fucking any of it, but anymore. But like, you cannot fucking be commenting on people's individual lives when you've never met them before, and you don't know them, when you should probably be fucking having that conversation face to face. If you're trying to fucking broadcast your fucking like advice to someone, you probably shouldn't be doing that broadcast over. It's like, I'm not gonna fucking like if we're on the fucking like school playground, like at lunch, I'm not gonna fucking like, motherfuckers like over there on the fucking like field, and like we're over here in like the fucking lunchroom, and I'm like, everybody fucking like, he needs to fucking like, I mean, you could just fucking like walk over there, like when you fucking bump into him, you could be like, yeah, I mean, I think like, you know, this or that, you know. I don't know, you would want to be broadcasting to everyone what you think someone, like if you wanted to guide someone, then you might want to talk with them one on one. The problem is these people, they don't work in workplaces ever. So if you don't work in workplaces ever, I don't even know that you know how to like deal with those situations. You know, I wouldn't bet on you to be able to handle a situation like that with these internet networks, dude. We're all connected by this device. If you want to be, you can tune things out, or the platform itself can can tune you down or tone you down. I mean, dude, no one, you could be the most right, but someone else is right in their way. So they'll see you, not see you. As long as you affect enough minds, dude. As long as you fucking like tilt up enough minds in the fucking thing, well, they're gonna go and interact with their people. They're gonna go and they'll interact with their people. All you can do is little fucking vectors of things. If you watch or follow my thing, I need you to fucking be good somewhere. Otherwise, what is the point? I'm not here to fucking have you be a follower or something like that. No. I'm here to fucking have you, if you're trying to fucking be on the, if you're not fucking prepared to do this, then do not fucking be anywhere near the stuff. Meaning, if you're a part of the fucking thing, all you gotta do is like, in your fucking pursuit, you gotta be fucking badass. Like, you gotta, like, if you're fucking saying for your life you want to fucking go to the MLB, then okay, get there. If you're fucking saying for your life that you want to get to, you know, the stand-up comedy circuit, okay, let's get your thing aligned properly to real life truth, and have those thoughts emanating clearly to where, boom, the jokes are hitting. Because if you're trying to work your way into the acting world, okay, let's get it to where it needs to be. How many people can I affect with that? I don't want that many. Why would I want more than I can handle? How many rappers does fucking Sean Combs have under his thing? You know, he's got fucking Notorious B.I.G. That's one person. You know, there were others too, of course, but you land on certain ones where this is the fucking person that things are going well, then you're gonna go with that. You're gonna go with the winning horse. You might try out a bunch of horses before you find the winning horse. You got to kiss a lot of fucking frogs to fucking like. I mean, you do. You do. I mean, you gotta kiss a lot of frogs to fucking, you do. Depends on what world you're fucking listening to. Depends on what people, around here, I think what people do. To me, it's too much time to be staring at a screen, but people try to do this fucking like psychic fucking like communication. It's like I'm really trying to convince people on the process of fucking like clear communication, like clear communication. Here's the clear communication. Of what? It depends on who you're speaking with. It depends on. I think that you could be a phenomenal actor. I think that you are very important in the world of acting. I think you are. I think people have known that you are good at acting and have purposely not told you that you are good at acting. I think that you are very good at acting, and people have purposely not told you that you're good at acting because they know once they give you that, then it's off and running, and you're gonna end up better than them. But I'm not those people. I don't have fear of you. Since I know that you're good, I'm someone who values others being good. I'd rather have people that are good in the fucking space of things. So I'd rather you know you would be great at acting. Would you? I mean, now I believe. Now you have to believe. I'm not just gonna fucking. We'll explain that. Like, what does that look like? Well, you gotta come up with a role. You gotta come up with. You gotta come up with like what is the movie idea? Okay, come up with something. Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? Let's start out. Let's have you make a comedy movie. Okay, we're gonna make a comedy movie. Okay, this is gonna be in theaters. It's gonna be a comedy movie. Okay, theaters purposely because we don't want it to get lost in the ocean of Netflix. Okay, so if it's just gonna go on Netflix, no deal. For the movie theaters. Okay, so you gotta utilize yourself. You know you'll be main character, but why don't pick a few of your buddies that you want to be a part of it, and it's got to be funny. So let you come up with stuff, and then I'll come up with stuff, and then we'll put it together, and then figure out, and then we'll do test runs. We'll do test runs, the same as these business operators do. A/B split testing and things like that. Okay, yeah, the same thing of a movie maker. Again, it's a business project. If we're doing a movie, so yeah, we're gonna do A/B split testing or something. Okay, those are just words, dude. Test it out with the fucking audience, right? Like, just obvious, like, just made up fucking words. Test it out with the audience. um, yeah, the audience is digging it, dude. The audience likes it. If the audience is laughing in the theater of this fucking shit, you might even be good at theater. Actually, that's another thing. You might even be good in the theater world because that's more live. That's more live, and now it's interacting with other people too. But if you get people to be laughing and they're watching your 90-minute movie, okay, and then they're laughing a lot. We we can see they are laughing a lot, and now we're doing it with this other audience, and they're laughing a lot, and now we got this like second iteration, the second make that we did, and we're like, okay, well this is. So we released a movie, dude. We did this, dude. We released a movie. It's the same movie, right? Version A is comedy version. Version B is drama version. It's a double release. You want to see version A? It's more comedic. You want to see version B? It's more dramatic. Because I got a guy that can do both.